Imagine the roar of Flushing Meadows fading into silence as an 18-year-old qualifier clutches the US Open trophy, only for the weight of the world to crash down moments later, her body betraying her in ways no one saw coming. Buckle up for the raw, unfiltered story of Emma Raducanu's battles. Smash that subscribe for exclusive tennis insider revelations. The ascent was nothing short of a miracle, but the descent plunged Emma Raducanu into a nightmare she never anticipated. Fresh off her historic 2021 US Open victory, the first qualifier ever to claim a Grand Slam, she stepped into the spotlight as tennis's golden child. Yet, within weeks, the fairy tale cracked. At the 2022 Australian Open, blisters ravaged her hands, turning every grip into agony during her second-round loss to Danka Kovinic. The pain was excruciating, forcing her to power through rallies that felt like torture, her fingers raw and bleeding under the relentless Melbourne sun. But that was just the prelude. As the season unfolded, a back injury sidelined her before the Italian Open, where she withdrew mid-match against Bianca Andreescu, the court blurring as spasms shot through her spine. Fans watched in horror as her ranking, once soaring to number 1, began its freefall. The pressure mounted, every practice session became a gamble, her body whispering warnings she tried to ignore. Then came the tonsillitis at the 2023 Australian Open, swelling her throat shut and sapping her energy, leading to another early exit. These weren't mere setbacks, they were relentless assaults, testing her will from the inside out. Emma's smile in interviews masked the fear gnawing at her. Was this the end of her dream before it truly began? The surprise twist came when she pushed through to the fourth round at Indian Wells in 2023, only for the grind to expose deeper fractures. Her parents, ever present in the stands, exchanged worried glances as she battled not just opponents, but her own fragility. This chapter of her story revealed a young star learning that glory's afterglow could burn hottest in isolation, where victory's thrill gave way to the harsh reality of a body pushed beyond limits. Through it all, Emma's resilience flickered, a spark refusing to extinguish amid the gathering storm. Welcome to Tennis Insider, uncovering the heart-pounding truths of tennis legends. Stay tuned for more grit and glory. The injuries escalated into a full-blown crisis, transforming Emma Raducanu's promising career into a labyrinth of pain and uncertainty. By mid-2023, wrist and ankle issues had become chronic, forcing her off the tour after early-round defeats at Indian Wells, Miami, and Stuttgart. The pain in her wrists was a constant throb, like shards of glass grinding with every forehand, while her ankle swelled unpredictably, turning sprints into limps. Desperate for relief, she underwent 3 surgeries, 2 on her wrists and 1 on her ankle. In May 2023, sidelining her for 8 agonizing months. Rehab was a grueling odyssey, what was supposed to take 4 months stretched to double, her days filled with monotonous exercises that tested her patience to the breaking point. Physios counted every shot she hit, rationing her practice to avoid overload, but the mental toll was heavier. Emma confessed in interviews that she sometimes wished she'd never won the US Open, the weight of expectations crushing her spirit as her ranking plummeted to number 303. The surprise came during those dark months. Isolation from the sport she loved led to unexpected hobbies like painting, where strokes on canvas offered solace amid the frustration. Yet, doubt crept in, coaches rotated like seasons, from Andrew Richardson to Dmitry Tursunov and beyond, each change sparking whispers of instability. Critics piled on, labeling her fragile, a one-hit wonder crumbling under pressure. Her family became her anchor, parents Ian and Renee traveling with her, their quiet support a bulwark against the storm. But the real shock was internal. Emma's body, once a vessel of effortless power, now demanded respect it hadn't earned through years of junior grind. As she lay in recovery, staring at hospital ceilings, the narrative shifted from prodigy to survivor, her story weaving threads of vulnerability into the fabric of elite sports. This period forged a deeper Emma, one who reframed pain not as defeat, but as a teacher in disguise, urging her to rebuild stronger. The psychological scars ran deeper than any physical wound, turning Emma Raducanu's triumphs into haunting echoes amid a barrage of scrutiny. Post-US Open, the world crowned her a sensation, but the pedestal was slippery. Early losses fueled a media frenzy, headlines screamed of burnout, with every missed forehand dissected as proof of her downfall. The 2022 U.S. Open title defense ended in a blister-plagued first-round exit, the very courts that birthed her legend now mocking her with defeat. Social media amplified the noise, fans turning from adoration to doubt overnight. Emma felt the isolation acutely. At 18, navigating fame's glare while her body rebelled was overwhelming. Coaching carousel spun wildly, 8 changes in 3 years, each split a public spectacle, from firing her U.S. Open mentor to trial-and-error hires that left her tactics adrift. The surprise hit during Wimbledon 2024, a 4th-round run, upsetting number 9 Maria Sakkari, reignited hope, but cramps and fatigue lurked, reminders of battles unfinished. Mentally, she grappled with envy, missing friends' parties for endless physio sessions, her youth sacrificed on the altar of ambition. In candid HSBC chats, she revealed challenging doctors and coaches, refusing blind obedience, her inquisitive mind a double-edged sword. Yet, this phase birthed maturity, yoga and reading became escapes, reframing setbacks from curses to lessons. The pressure peaked in 2023's slump, where she admitted labeling injuries as unlucky only deepened despair. Instead, she embraced acceptance, focusing on low-impact routines like Pilates. Family ties anchored her, best friends and parents her sounding board against the uphill battle of criticism. This era's storytelling arc painted Emma not as broken, but evolving, her mental fortitude emerging like dawn after endless night, proving resilience isn't absence of pain, but dancing through it. Thanks for tuning into Tennis Insider. Hit subscribe for the unmissable tales that define champions. Even as 2025 dawned with promise, Emma Raducanu's toughest moments lingered like shadows, but her resolve ignited a comeback laced with hard-won wisdom. A January foot injury at the Australian Open echoed past woes, forcing withdrawals and early exits, her body still whispering rebellions from years of strain. Yet, the surprise pivot came swiftly, enlisting full-time fitness coach Yutaka Nakamura, a veteran with Naomi Osaka and Maria Sharapova, to overhaul her regimen. Traveling circuits together, they tackled the multifaceted beast of injuries, from blister prevention to endurance building, transforming vulnerability into armor. By mid-year, flashes of brilliance emerged, a quarterfinal in Stuttgart, upsetting number 22 Aryna Sabalenka, and a strong Washington, D.C. showing, reclaiming British number 1 status. But challenges persisted. A lower back niggle at Miami tested her, pulling her from the draw on the eve, the pain a sharp reminder of fragility. Coaching stabilized with Nick Cavaday, her junior mentor, fostering trust amid past turmoil. Mentally, Emma's growth shone. She prioritized health over rankings, grateful for each pain-free rally. Her outlook shifted from black and white to nuanced. Fans witnessed the evolution at Wimbledon 2025, where she navigated a tough draw, her baseline precision sharper, unburdened by fear. The narrative's tension peaked in quiet moments, late-night reflections on sacrifices, envy of normalcy yielding to purpose. Yet, this chapter's compelling turn was her empowerment. Challenging naysayers, she proved injuries didn't define her, but refined her. As September 2025 approached, with the U.S. Open horizon calling, Emma stood taller, her story a testament to perseverance. From glory's crash to rebirth's edge, her toughest moments weren't endings, but the forge shaping a champion unbreakable, inspiring a generation to rise from their own ashes.